everybody. I think we have a full hybrid day, and I think we're ready to get started. Our chair today is our vice president, Jill. I'll have you open the floor today.
Good morning, everyone. I believe Kurt is joining us remotely, but he's unable to be here in person and has asked me to chair the meeting, so bear with me, I haven't done most of mine. So it is 9:03, and we're going to call our meeting to order. And we're going to go through some pretty quick introductions. We'll have space a little bit later on for member updates. But if I could just go down the roster and have everybody that is going to be representing their organization introduce themselves briefly, I would appreciate that, starting with the Access Support Network. Okay, we'll see if they join us later. How about VAX Services? Moving on to Central Coast Center for Independent Living. And success so far, huh? CHSP?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dana from CHSP, Dana Cleary.
Hi, Dana. Thank you for being with us this morning. City of Salinas. Community Homeless Solutions.
Good morning, this is Greg Baker, Community Homeless Solutions.
Good morning, Greg.
Morning.
Community Human Services.
Good morning, everybody. This is Carlos. This is the Valley Strategy Program.
Morning, Carlos. And CSU Monterey Bay, Shake Center.
Good morning. This is Renee Rondon Jackson from CHE, CSUMB. Good morning.
And this is Jill from Dorothy's Place, right here, speaking to you. And Downtown Streets team.
Hi, everyone. Jocelyn Curran here for Downtown Streets team, and we have a couple of our staff from the Salinas office as well. Cindy, Chris, and Andrew will be joining us shortly.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jocelyn. Eden Housing. And Gathering for Women.
Good morning, everyone. Stacey Gilbert Perkins, Gathering for Women.
Morning, Stacey. How about Housing Authority for the County of Monterey?
Good morning, everybody. This is Zulika Boykin, the Executive Director for the Housing Authority.
Morning, Zulika. Housing Resource Center.
Good morning, everybody. This is Alexa Johnson from Housing Resource Center.
Morning, Alexa.
Morning.
Interfaith Outreach of Carmel.
Hi, this is Barbara Dickinson. We have also Phil Miller is joining us, and Marion Spadoni. Awesome.
Thank you, Barbara. Interim Inc.
Good morning, everyone. Sophie H. here with Interim Inc.
Good morning, Sophie. Meals on Wheels, Monterey Peninsula. Okay, Mid-Penn Housing. Let's move on to Monterey County Department of Social Services.
Good morning, Lauren Swan-Supa with Department of Social Services. Just a heads up, I have to step out for an unavoidable conflict, but I hope to join back before we get to those other updates. But in case I apologize.
Lauren. County Office, Monterey County Office of Education.
Good morning, this is Donna Smith, Monterey County Office of Education, Homeless Children and Youth Services Program.
Good morning, Donna.
Good morning.
And Benito County Health and Human Services Agency. Run Street Centers. Salvation Army of the Monterey Peninsula Corps.
Morning, guys. This is John Bennett from Salvation Army Monterey Peninsula Corps.
Morning, John. Veterans Transition Center, California.
Good morning, Kurt Schake from BTC, coming to you from COVID quarantine.
Morning, Kurt. You sound cheerful, so we're hoping that you're doing better. YWCA Monterey County.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ariana Miranda. I am with the YWCA Monterey County.
Good morning, Ariana. Let's go back to Access Support Network. Area Community Services. Central Health Center for Independent Living. City of Salinas.
Good morning, everyone. Please call Lopez, City of Salinas,
Thank you, Paisley. Eden Housing. Meals on Wheel, Monterey. Midtown Housing. San Benito County. Front Street Cell. Okay, very good. So now we're going to start our public comment period. Comments are limited to 2 minutes per speaker. We will have a time limit in front of us. And please, anything that is not on the agenda is open for comment. And I see Wes White has his hand up.
Hi, good morning. I was checking in today, West Y, Salinas Monterey County Homeless Union. I'm checking in because Salinas had mentioned they were going to do a sanctioned encampment agenda item, but I just talked to one of the council members who said it's probably not going to end up on the agenda, yet they're still doing sweeps. I suppose I'm a broken record. I've been saying this almost, 8 years or something. People need a place to be 24 hours a day. We could solve ourselves a lot of problems, even work ourselves out of a job by simply allowing people to be somewhere with minimal health and safety standards. I think it'd be great if this board would build upon its draft position on sweeps to actual action toward these jurisdictions. At least for immunity from sweeps, or sign up for cars, sign up in these services, sign up for your programs that obviously are dead end. The only service that really comes is law enforcement. Y'all ought to feel guilty about possibly even money laundering and embezzling because the service is not provided. The only law enforcement is the only service to come. They've gotten rid of all the porta potties, which CDC guidelines says 1 to 10, so that we should have 250 at least or something. Porta potties around the city of Salinas, 3,000 people in the county of Monterey. We should be working toward how do we prevent sweeps? How do we mitigate sweeps? How can we even have Smith Enright cleanup spots instead of taking people's property, their survival gear? I know not everybody is involved in that, but the field outreach certainly understands this very well. This is a dead-end cycle, and we need to change the way we do business. Please help stop the sweeps, immunity from sweeps. Validate people, man.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it. Anybody else with public comment?
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Denise Navy, and this is Mrs. Ellen Rucker, and this is Ethel Woods. We are here today to stand in the as an abandoned believer. And I stand before you today to share a heartfelt desire to partner with and contribute with the Homeless Coalition as a nonprofit 501c3 organization. I am really blessed that WO has been given the opportunity to become a partner in the to eliminate the homelessness in Monterey, San Benito County by promoting regional partnerships and integrate collaboration for a comprehensive system of housing for our diverse population. World Outreach Services has fed the unhoused community of the 50 groves for 3 years as a student of the year. WOSB the next phase is to provide an additional shelter and housing where everyone has a safe haven to call home. World Outreach Services Inc. desire is to collaborate closely with the Homeless Coalition, knowledge and network to effectively impact on their death. Thank you for your time and consideration. With your mass will be available upon the return to address any questions concerning that's important to the partnership. We have brochures and business cards to share. And I also let you know that they have recently obtained an office building at the Building Professional Center. And we thank you very much.
Thank you, Denise. We very much look forward to learning about the organization. We do have a formal application process that the director will have to do. And it will require a whole presentation of the organization and part of the ambition of what we consider jobs this idea will. This narrative will be relevant to the result. Thank you very much. Any other public comment? Okay, then we're moving on to chairperson's comments. I've just been kind of sitting here, taking it in this morning and realizing what an collaborative of people that we have here, looking at both boots on the ground and systemic changes to conquer homelessness. And I'm very, very proud to be part of this. I'm very proud to have watched the evolution of this over the last 3 years. All of you here in attendance and those who are not quite in attendance yet this morning should pat yourselves on the back because we're doing a fantastic job with a very gratefully honoring, slow-going change process. And I really feel positive that we're going to make a significant difference in the lives of many, many people that have been disadvantaged for too long. So thank you for joining us all in this effort. Right now, I'm going to ask you for any additions or modifications to the agenda. Does anyone here, any member, have any additions that they want to make or modifications to the agenda? Okay, hearing none, we're going to go to member updates. I'm going to go down the same roster of organizations. And let me just make a call out right now. If you have recently joined and we missed the opportunity to introduce yourself and your organization at the beginning of the meeting, give me a shout out right now so that I can include you in the job for any organization be on the call. So member updates are 2 minutes each. Unfortunately, we're going to have to time in because, we're all very passionate about what we do and we can get wrapped up and talk forever. I know I can. But we're going to go ahead and start with Facebook.
Hi, everybody. I think that the update for us is simple. We're still in the home stretch, yet not completed our 66 units in the East Garrison subdivision. But we're starting to go through applications, and we will probably finish the buildings by the end of the year, subject to PG&E setting meters for us.
Indeed, I know that's a long process. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's a good thing?
I wanted to announce that there's a potential funding opportunity for homeless prevention through state CHSP. So any individual agencies who are interested, please contact me. We would need some formal policies and procedures, but it is a competitive application. So the application process starts August 15th, so it's open
Thank you, Rachel. Community homeless solutions, correct?
Yeah, things are rolling along just fine at Community Homeless Solutions. I do want to mention that we had a short COVID outbreak at our Chinatown facility, as well as one in our corporate office. And Kurt, if it makes you feel any better, I got COVID too, so I'm happy to say I'm on the other end of that. But I bring this up just to make the point to everyone operating shelters, there is a surge going on, be careful. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Community Human Services.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So we have some activities coming up over at Casa de Noche Buena. Junior League is going to be resuming or starting up again their activities where they have art and different groups for the guests. We've been able to hire for our vacant office manager position and also hiring for our shelter monitor positions. Our street outreach programs are now fully staffed. We are searching for a facility out in Salinas, which will be called Safe Place Salinas. So we'll have a navigation center out there, similar to what we have in Monterey, but looking at ways to bolster the resources for homeless youth during our drop-in activities. Safe Passage, we're going through referrals for a couple of vacancies. And Schumann Heart House is doing really well. We have had a minor delay in some of the construction, but we're hoping to be open for guests starting in the very beginning of November.
That all sounds wonderful, John. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monterey Bay.
Oh, hello. So I was supposed to say earlier that I'm here on behalf of Jackie, who was unable to make it, and possibly Maria will join us later. The only thing that I have to say is that we just hired someone in Che, and we're in the process of interviewing for an outreach worker on the outreach team. So we'll continue to do the work, and that's it for us. Thank you very much.
Yeah. For Dorothy's Place, I'm going to keep it short and simple. We filled all of our open positions. Oh my God, it's been so long. It's wonderful you say that. And I think we've actually promoted somebody else, and we've got one more open position, but it's an interview and it will be closed shortly. So I feel really good about that. Downtown Streets team, Jocelyn?
Hi, everyone. It's just been busy with the new fiscal year, so I don't have a substantial update other than we finally have a start date for our 2 new ALISAL teams, and that start date should be the 24th of August. So we're really excited to welcome 10 more team members and to start these 2 new teams specifically in the ALISAL neighborhood.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Stacy, gathering below.
Again, not much to report, but we're still seeing increasing numbers. As well. Thank you for all you do.
Thanks, Daisy. Benito, Housing Authority? Benito, are you there? I think you stepped out.
No, yeah, I'm here, Jill. My phone was acting up. I'm sorry. Yeah, quick update. We had a landlord symposium this week. It was very successful. I think we had about 40 people online and about 25 or so to come in person. So it was from 10 to 1 on Tuesday. I think we made a lot of progress because we actually signed up a new landlord after the symposium was over. And they were really engaged in the conversation. We're going to try to make that an annual event. Another thing, we're pushing to, get the vouchers utilized. And so right now, the EHV is at 191 leased. And they are working on the referrals for Pyro. I think it was 20 of them. And they did some of them. I'm waiting to get the numbers, but the ones that they did, they were prorated, but they were able to help some of those families. We have completed all 29 for San Benito County. All 29 were absorbed by Santa Cruz, but we did do all 29 in that area, and then we have another 20 for residents of San Benito County that we're still working on. And if they stay in Monterey, it'll count for us. If they go to San Benito County, I'm talking to the housing authority about them not absorbing them so that they can be added in account since we're so close and with the deadlines that's on the program. We did have 2 terminations, unfortunately, that couldn't be helped. So if the EHB program is not completely leased up at the end of September, we'll go from 269 to 267. Unless HUD comes up with some new rule that'll change that. But as of now, we would lose those 2 vouchers. But it's going very well. Family unification numbers have increased. Alexa is working with us to increase the FYI. Our VASH numbers are going up because we're really putting the interest on all the referral processes. And so overall, I think the HCV program is doing a lot better. The EHB specifically is doing a lot better. So I'm hopeful we'll use all the vouchers before the end of the year. And we're just working on trying to increase landlords. And we are trying to find areas that we can get funding so that we can have landlord incentives.
You sound like you're rocking over there. Sounds good. Thank you. Housing resources.
So we at HRC currently have 110 cases that we are currently working with. 51 of them are in housing, 59 are still looking. We have our housing specialist position. We still have one that's open. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to fill it yet. So we are still looking to fill in that position. And our annual Hops for Housing event will be on December 8th at Alvarado Street Brewery and Bistro in Carmel. And I think those are all of our updates. Thank you.
Welcome. Anything else for the Carmel, Marla? I think we need to know our opportunity. We just have a design and let's see how we work. Thank you. Interview.
Hi, everyone. So we have a few coming up on some Fridays. So Friday, September 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd, we have lunch at 12 p.m. at 339 Pajar Street in Salinas, which is our Omni Resource Center. And I'll post the names of the events into the chat in a few minutes. And as all things related to construction, we are moving along with our Sunrose Housing construction finishing and getting all the final inspections and occupancy permits. It's a little delayed from what I thought last month, but we hope everything will be issued and completed by the end of this month, that residents can move in early September, and the grand opening will not be in September, but sometime in October due to the little minor delays we've encountered. But we are moving along. Thank you for your time.
I wonder if Lauren is with us. We can circle back to Lauren. How about Donna with the Monterey County Office of Education?
Good morning. Just wanted to report we are seeing more and more unhoused families on a daily basis now. So we've been working really hard trying to connect them to agencies, and some of you have been really helpful in that, and getting them hotel stays until we can figure out how to help them best. So there is quite an uptick in unhoused families, unfortunately. Also, if any of you are working with a family and you want to send me their information so I can make sure they're connected with their school homeless liaison. Every school district and charter school in Monterey County has a liaison. It would be really beneficial to the family so we can make sure they're getting all the services they need. And that's it from us. Thank you.
Real quick endorsement of that network of educators helping kids. Just with my limited exposure to what's happening with King City and the people that were rescued from the river fire and all of that. I'm in meetings pretty regularly with a really great tight network of people in King City. And the Monterey County Office of Education is right in there swinging with everybody else, making sure that our kids and their families are getting school and getting stuff and programs that they need. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch those families get reunited. And I thank you for that, Mom. Okay, did I lose my plate? How about John Bennett, Salvation Army, Monterey Police Department?
Hey folks, just a few things. So another 3 successful exits from our housing program. So that's like, I think, 4 months in a row, about 2 to 4 families each month. It's been very exciting to see that going on. We are beginning the process of doing renovations at our Good Samaritan Center, so we're in architectural plans at this point, and hopefully by 2024 it will all be completed. And really that's all I need to say at this time.
Thank you, John. Veterans Transition Center, good.
Good morning, everyone. VTC has 103 veterans that are currently in our programs. Lightfighter Village construction continues on track, so we expect to have 70 units of affordable housing open and available in January 2025. And lastly, the Monterey and Handshoes lease site, the old VA clinic, will be a place for housing and services for veterans and the larger community. We're in final stages of negotiation with the federal government for that and linking with CSU Monterey Bay, the VA, and Meals on Wheels of the Monterey Peninsula. So, again, some good partnership opportunities will be emerging from that. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Also, very positive. And why don't you CA, Ariana?
Good morning. I'm Ariana. I'm sitting in for Paola. Our updates is we continue to support clients in our shelter and housing department programs. And then also, I did want to provide with the crisis line for shelter services. I'll go ahead and write it as well in the meeting chat. The number to the crisis line, which is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's 831-757-1001. And then also, right now, we currently do have a part-time domestic violence advocate position open. And those would be all our updates.
Thank you very much, Ariana. Is there anyone here representing an organization that I haven't called on for an update?
Good morning, Dominique Cohen, Mid-Penn Housing. Just a brief update. We have a vacancy on our maintenance team, and that position comes with a housing unit at Moongate Plaza. We are also working to provide more intensive lease education. There seems to be a slight uptick of people not understanding some of the rules associated with their lease, and those things really destabilize housing. So we are looking at providing more intensive lease education, not only at the time of entry, but throughout tenancy, so that people really understand what they should be adhering to with regards to the lease. Thank you. That's the only update I have.
So, can I ask, who would we contact if we had somebody interested in the open position?
They could contact me directly, or and Jill, you have my number, so you can post it. I'm fine with that. Or they could go directly to our website. Is www.midpen-housing.org. The position is posted under careers, but I'm happy to also make connections for folks.
We'll also like to look that all of our members and employment pages, and their pages are actually on the website. So that it's not too soon to get started with employment pages and anybody who remembers, but it is on the street, not one, under
Jill, I'm sorry, this is Gina with CISO. We were not able to come in on time. I just want to give a quick update on where we are in regards to the Pájaro services that we are providing to that community. So up to date, we submitted a little over 30 housing applications for the EHB vouchers. We had a case manager doing all the applications going to the motel that is being provided by the county in Santa Cruz County, and we had 14 families who are in the process of, the EHB voucher. They have the interviews last week, so hopefully we can get 14 families with a voucher. So we are still providing the case management over there in Pájaro. We are serving about 40 families in total. So hopefully we can spend all the funding in the upcoming months. That's it.
Thank you. Okay, so we're done with public comment, member updates. And now we're ready, if they are ready, for our presentation of the Interfaith Conference on Health. Hello, everyone. Well, thank you for having us here today to present and give you a little more background on who we are. We're a new member of the organization, the coalition, and we're hoping that together we can continue to address the issues among my name is Leanne Hampton-Jones. I'm the executive director of Interfaith Outreach Carmel. I've been with the organization since the benefit shop in 2010. Started as a volunteer, worked on and off the office of management, board of directors, honored, and I retired in 2019. We at Interfaith Outreach at Carmel, as I said, I was on an interfaith organization comprised of 16 different faith communities in Monterey, in Carmel and Monterey, coming together to address which are things in the U.S. We were founded as an interfaith organization, and we operate a benefit shop joining the company Carmel to raise funds to help event with the grants to the community. The initial intent for this organization, which was started by our founder. Oh, I guess I didn't say that. But that's fine. We were founded as an interfaith organization. That's kind of what I just went through, so we can probably go to the next one. Our founder, Nancy Jones, started Interfaith Outreach at Carmel before joining hands with began. She started in 2017, and her heartfelt desire, of course, was to reach out to the homeless community and engage the local faith community, just in Carmel, because that was her community. She moved here, and she's really wanted to bring the community together for this cause. And she went door to door to the faith communities in Carmel saying, "Would you join me in this organization?" Together. So they would meet monthly at one of the faith communities in Carmel. I think we started out with 5, 6, or 7 faith communities, and they meet and discuss the issues and how their, like we kind of do here, how their communities, what they were doing. And I realized they needed really substantial. They needed funds. You can help the community, all of them are in iHealth and doing those things. So in 2010, when funds were decided they needed money, the idea of open joining house benefit shop offers millions. And they decided to open up right smack dab in the middle of the street for one of the other benefit shops that money. And so they found the building, and from there moved on. So the shop raises funds, and those funds are distributed annually through the Green Compensation Fund. We're located in Carmel, next to the Carmel Bank, and I'll think our have a map. That's it? Oh, that's at the very end. Okay. So our main focus is raising funds and connecting with our community. One of the reasons we put that the coalition will accept us, which we are grateful we did, is because we are limited capacity just with our profit in the housing district and greater. And through our grant process, we would like to extend who we fund and how we fund and open that up to greater like 15 today to what's happening now in the Western business programs and all of these things. We can grant applications. Okay, so we are currently open for the grant the grants from June, September 30th. We have grant applications here for anyone in the room, anyone who's listening on Zoom. We are getting it up on the website. There is a hard copy on the website, right? So you can go to the website currently and print it out. We're working on getting it so that it can be filled out on the website. But it is available on the website as a fixed and complete copy. We have to use something the net proceeds go out to nonprofits. Over the years, we've given out over $500,000 to the community in this area. One of the ways too that we feel we can help the coalition is we look at we are just a fundraising arm at this point. We are not in the grassroots. We're not going on the ground like a lot of people are doing. We're building walking the streets, meeting with people. We have resources that can be reached through these organizations that we otherwise could not have from. We get the reason, not the generation of merchandise. We do not and cannot use our bylaws without money or funds for merchandise to be released. Not part of our bylaws. It has to go through a 501c3 nonprofit. So we got things in, and Flo Miller, who's one of our students today in the Zoom call, she can and distribute things that we want to the farm market or take some out to restore Habitat for Humanity, things like that. Sometimes we literally definitely on the purchase thing, not something we're going to sell in our store, but to take it out to that. And she does have some things that she keeps in the garage. Currently, she asked me to support. She has 2 really long trips for the trip and a regular playtime wording that are available. And if you are in a situation where you have a family or you have someone who's moving into the place and needs resources, you can always call us and ask. If you haven't, ask all the organizations to check in. And sometimes for me, I do a lot of the meeting with donors in states, donate to us. But none of them have brand new beautiful matches. We can't fund it so much for it. But they're in excellent condition. And so if anybody needs a bed, but for that, you can call us. We can probably put it out to them with that. And we have a pretty good shop. We've come a long way, and I know some of you vote in the weekly thing. Today's the last day to vote, and we are nominated. We would like to, I would like to have that, because we think we're pretty good. So we also have this year actually a new program. We have a new fund, let's put it that way. And we started on behalf of our fund in the Monterey fund, which is through the Foundation. And that fund is to perpetuate and solidify the anti-jobization of our homeless and take it beyond. So, which side? Okay, that's good. So we did this. So grant applications are due. Yes, September. Yeah. Okay. So these are the grant recipients from 2022, and this year, again, we go probably do this after that if you're doing we have to open up to new business because we want to let people know that yes, so we would like to see some new grant recipients this year. Hearing from some of these people today, we would love to support a lot of these programs. We're not the typical member agency like that because we are not the last week down. Not that we would want to not maybe something we can do in the future as well. And there's some sort of gap in our creator. Okay, so we're going to move on. Grant recipients, this is our grant applications due September 30th. We have some upcoming events. September is our anniversary of our store, so we are doing something special this year. We usually just have a one-day event, but we're going to do this for the whole month. And hopefully there's lots of money because we want to give it out at the end of our year. And we are doing 4 weeks. 1 week featuring jewelry, another featuring all designer clothing, another week vintage clothing, and another week big sale on everything. The 4th Saturday of each month, we have a program that falls in line with our mission statement of uniting faith communities, not only in a fundraising effort, but to come together on a spiritual level in an interdenominational, non-denominational focus and devotion. And we do that. It's called Food for the Soul Interfaith Devotional, and that's every 4th Saturday at the American Legion in Carmel at 10 a.m. And on November 19th, this is an annual event that's been going on since the beginning of IRC. Again, the Interfaith Day of Gratitude at the Carmel Mission Basilica. And that is a time when we listen and we hear our grant recipients. We announce our grant recipients. And each faith community representative from the IRC will give a talk or a story stemming from their own spiritual background in regard to being grateful and gratitude and giving back to the community. That's a really lovely event, and this year we will have a mission choir and a community gospel choir of the Monterey Peninsula. I always get that video, so I about the funding. So that's going on. I had some favorite dates today. And you guys interested in going to that event. It's a lovely event. I think, yeah, so. Okay, maybe I should talk this way. So opportunities for, getting involved with Interfaith Outreach at Carmel. We are in the process of expanding our board of directors for sure. We're especially in need of a board member or a volunteer to handle some of our social media, especially Facebook, Instagram. Also, I believe we also have coming up a bit a position on our board for recording secretary. We're always looking for more volunteers in the shop. It's a fun, lively shop run by volunteers. All of the workers in the shop are strictly volunteers. The only paid staff is me. So we switched to that right after COVID because, of course, we had funding issues because the store was closed, and the volunteers were so excited to come back, and we had even paid staff come back as volunteers to help us go, and it just went off so well that we continued because the dedication and the joy that people do when they come to work knowing that they're doing it is incredible. So it's a lovely place to volunteer. Donations, of course, are always welcome during store hours, and we take everything except, like we say, you can't sell mattresses and there's certain things, but give us a call if you have a donation. We take furniture, housewares, clothing, jewelry, art, whatever, everything. Even the kitchen sink sometimes, because that'll end up out at restore. So that's one of the wonderful things about our store. We do find homes for everything. I was joking with so many people because I'm on the board of directors for another store, and they have this giant dumpster outside, and we have these 2 little trash cans, and we managed to process all of our donations and all of our wares and distribute them or move them out so that we are into these 2 trash cans only every month. And of course, one is recycle, so only one is trash. Sometimes they're full, but we do good things with what comes through our hands, and it doesn't only flow to the store, it goes out to the community. Always, hopefully, falling into our mission statement, where we're helping prevent homelessness and providing needs to those who don't have shelter. And I want to thank you all. So I don't know if anybody has questions. I don't know how much time I have. Living in the internet world. Do you have any questions? Well, thank you. Please visit our website and definitely visit our store. Thank you. And we'll be able to put over whenever you need. Great. So look forward to that. So it's so wonderful hearing about progress. Okay, next on the agenda is the updates. So, so coalition update, so the notice of funding for HUD, we did take that last meeting. So, that is the NOFO Timeline, that is like a funding opportunity, the department of urban development. How the annual competition that we are part of, like competition process, where the finance and investment will also under competition. So the federal government as well as the federal financial the application of the letters of intent were due earlier this month. So they were closed, but the applications are due the 23rd. If you are invited to the annual competition, if you're part of the annual competition. If you are part of our white sheet applicants, if you are, the renewals are due August 25th. The rate and review panel will be August 29th and 30th. And the applicants will after Labor Day, so that will be September 1st. So we'll be sending out the application. Then we will have the actual collaborative application with everybody that we're going to be including the competition that's awarded. We will be submitting our applications to time on September 26th. Earlier, September 28th was the last one. So that's the most important. Then the competition is a little bit trickier this year. Because how we might with all these really good news, successful, that is really process, so we haven't planned it. So we're doing what we can. And I wanted to give also resources to folks that are part of the competition, so that have to do a lot of intent. Please remember that we have office hours every Tuesday and Friday with our technical assistance providers for the strategies. So on Tuesdays, that's at 3 o'clock. And 3:30. And on Friday, it's at 11 a.m. If you're wondering where the Zoom links are, that is up on our website under the Funding Opportunities page. All the information included for the competition are also available there. And we wanted to just talk a little bit about future meetings at this coming series, just regarding what we want to open up the board to see what would be useful for our membership for us to talk about in these meetings, and seeing if anybody want to resources or training or anything of the sort.
Genevieve, so sorry to interrupt you, but we're all on this side having a really hard time hearing you, and I just know you're giving some really important updates. So I just want to make sure that nobody kind of misses out on something.
All right, thank you.
Power on. Sure. USB mode.
All right. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to go right here. Make sure. And then speak loudly and clearly. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you, everybody. I just see the chat increasing. You guys can still hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
So I just wanted to say the NOFO timeline, we're coming up close with the applications for the CSC process on the 21st, so that's next Monday. Then the YHDP applicants who are submitting a renewal, that will be on the 25th. Then our ranking review is going to be in 2 weeks. So our ranking review are going to be the 29th and the 30th. And we are submitting the application to the HUD on the 20th of September. And office hours are being regularly offered. So those, the information is on our website under our funding opportunities under NOFO. As well, they are on Tuesdays at 3:30 and Fridays at 11 a.m. The Zoom links are on our website for folks to join in at any time if they have any questions. And then we wanted to ask the membership here today, we wanted to just open up the floor for feedback to see what would be useful in these cases for us to bring to the meeting on a regular basis. So opening up the floor and seeing if there's any feedback or any recommendations for anybody in our membership.
Well, I know we're kind of thinking of this without giving any notice, but if anybody's been thinking about coalition should be offering training opportunities, or we should be discussing different types of coalition in business within the membership. Please, kind of wrap your brains right now and maybe just, a minute and let us know what we need, because we're trying to make our membership meetings better for you, bring you the information that you need.
All right. So then we'll bring this up in the next meeting as well. So just thanking the team here now, and interested in hearing what you all have to say for the next meeting. Yeah, and that's all we have to do.
Okay, thank you. So, are we good to bring the member meeting next? Okay. Unless anybody's got an objection, we'll go ahead and return the member meeting and reconvene at 10 minutes after 10 for the board meeting. This will be in the Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.